Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome back to the mania Long Note Tournament 3rd Edition Quarterfinals. We have another very exciting matchup for you guys here as we make our way through the quarterfinals weekend. As always, my name is Sparky and I'm joined once again by Molten Lead. How you doing?
Hey guys, I'm doing pretty okay right now.
Good to hear. We have as I said before, a very exciting matchup here. We have Shoira going up against ASharpp to round out the Saturday portion of the quarterfinals weekend. After this, will officially be in Sunday, at least as far as UTC time is concerned, to round out the back half of the matches. And oh boy, we had some exciting matches so far. What did you think?
Oh yeah, totally.
And as we make our way through the first warm-up, you might have heard the music in the background before the match actually started. Something to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. I can imagine there's a little bit of pressure on the shoulders of the players as they make their way through this, but something a little silly, but still being a little bit challenging to read through. Can definitely get the players in the right mindset for what is to come.
This is already looking similar to what we saw last match with, I think it was 0-2 Snow versus...
It was Aura.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Aura was definitely having the accuracy advantage on the more physical maps. I think we'll be seeing something similar to that this match.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Both these players very well seasoned when it comes to tournament play. I believe both were a part of the last 4-key Mania World Cup, and even more recently, Shoira being the overall victor in Benelux 2022, which just recently concluded. So able to put that feather in their cap. ASharpp, pretty interesting development story. More commonly known as a rice accuracy physical player, but has really started to come into their own when it comes to LNs here, and it'll be interesting to see how they stack up against Shoira in this particular matchup.
Alright, I think we'll be getting into the next the next warm-up. We'll see what the players have in store for us here.
Yeah, see if we get something a little bit more serious or if we get something a little bit silly as we wait for it to load up here. Ooh, Dervald, and it's part of a LN compilation. So I can imagine we're going to see maybe a few long notes in this. Yeah, just something to really get the fingers going.
Oh yeah. ASharpp already with 99.9. Just having a pretty decent accuracy lead at the start of this.
Yeah, with the level of complexity in this round, you wonder if this will bode well for them as they make their way into the map pool. If they can handle this level of coordination. Maybe there are some picks for them in the upper half of the map pool for them to work with. It's gonna be interesting to see how it shakes out, who decides to take the dip into the more physically demanding picks in this pool, in like the wild card and the density picks, and who's gonna opt to want to stick with the equally as hard but definitely less physically demanding in some instances coordination and tech picks.
Yeah, and we're seeing here, as we're nearing the final part of his map, ASharpp having a pretty solid score difference there.
Yeah, for sure, able to pull away, at least in the warm-up. Hopefully they maintain this level of performance as the match gets underway. And with that being said, that will do it for the second warm-up here. We're going to get into the roles, the protects, and the bans. See if trends continue. There are definitely some pretty popular bans in this pool. We'll mention it later as we make our way through the procedure. And oh boy, a 1-200 run, almost a V1SS on the warm-up. And it looks like the rolls have come out. Shoira losing out here 12 to the 26 of ASharpp. Now ASharpp going to be able to control the proceedings here.
Alright, ASharpp going for the first protect. Let's see what he has in his mind here.
Yeah, I think this will give us a lot of information as to where they want to go, and unsurprising, the coordination picks being protected. Euron going to be the one to go for here for ASharpp.
Alright, we'll be seeing if he picks this immediately or maybe waits a little bit longer into the match.
Yeah, definitely two trains of thought when it comes to handling those protect. You either want to get off on the right foot with something that you're comfortable with, or you try and use it to capitalize on things that come out later. And it looks like it's going to be Fusion Rumble getting protected here for Shoira, so a bit of a density pick. Unsurprising, we're going to have a bit of a dichotomy here of top half and lower half of the pool. Maybe if ASharpp opts to ban a density pick or a wild card, or maybe get rid of something in the upper half of the map pool.
Yeah, as we wait here for this ban, we'll see exactly what he wants just out of the map pool.
Oh, it's gonna be Intuition getting knocked out here, so definitely wanting to eliminate as many of the lower half picks as possible. So wildcard 1 not going to be played here. We'll see if Shoira responds in kind by getting rid of something like Ego Rock or Romance.
Power of Heaven, alright, that is the Density 3 pick.
That's a little bit surprising considering the fact that they protected a fellow density pick in Fusion Rumble, but there might be some patterns in there that they might not want to contest ASharpp on. Definitely a matter of preference when it comes to this particular skill set. So that'll do it for the protects and bans. ASharpp up to pick first. Be interested to see where he wants to start this match off on.
Alright, looks like it's going to be 0.0, density 4.
Alrighty, so throwing out all manner of convention here, protecting a coordination pick, first picking a density pick that a category that your opponent protected, so definitely unafraid here to take what could potentially be a bit of risk. Yeah. Gonna see what sticks here. Alrighty, looks like both players already the good luck do come out, we're going to get loaded into this first map of this best of 11. As always, first player to 6 will be moving on to the second half of this quarterfinals weekend. The other one will be going home.
Oh yeah, the stakes are very high here in the losers bracket.
Yeah, everybody fighting for their tournament life. And for right now, a bit of a, dare I say, rocky start for these players' standards. Both of them hovering in that 99.5 range as the accuracy is going to start to even out as this map progresses, and it looks like ASharpp eking out a bit of an advantage here, about 0.2% to start things off as things calm down out of the introduction going into the second quarter of the map.
Yeah, as soon as this little section here is finished, we'll see who starts to really gain that accuracy. Maybe we'll see a drop from either player.
For sure, both players holding steady for right now. Holding on to their full combos. A couple of 200s coming out from ASharpp, going to damage their accuracy a little bit, bring the margin down ever so slightly. Shoira doing everything that they can to stay in lockstep for the moment, but right now the differences between these two players still staying about the same. That 2/10 going into the back half of the map, more of the same for these players to read through, but right now it looks like ASharpp is definitely the more comfortable of the two for the moment.
Yeah, we're seeing no big drops from either player as we start getting into the end of this pick. Though there's still some map left to go. Hold your horses, alright guys?
For sure, definitely not out of the woods just yet, but that being said, this lead and this cushion that ASharpp has developed, definitely potentially able to withstand a drop this late on as we reach this outro. There's not a lot of map left to go in Shoira. That looked like a little bit of a...
Well,
that was a bit of a clumsy little oopsie miss right there, but
that's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate, blemishing what was a very nice run, but I don't think it would have mattered here. The ratio from ASharpp definitely outperforming that of Shoira's, and ASharpp is going to pick up the first point in this match.
Yeah, now we'll definitely see whether Shoira has that strategy of picking their protect. I don't think it's going to happen. That seems to be a little bit of an unpopular choice from what I've seen.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of a last resort type of decision, so probably want to keep that in the back pocket for as long as possible. So Shoira up to pick first, or pick second. Their first pick of this match. Be interesting to see where they want to go.
We're going to see wildcard 4.
Ooh, my desire for you. Gonna come out here.
We'll definitely see if Shoira can justify their pick on this.
For sure, definitely have seen some really good performances on this map so far this weekend. It's interesting to see if these guys can keep up that momentum. Alrighty, so both players ready.
Yep, we're going in to our second pick here.
See if Shoira can respond in kind, take back that point, or if ASharpp can find the first break point. And that's a very early miss.
Yeah, speaking of breaks, geez. Wow, okay, that was very early.
Yeah, basically what could have been the very first note of the map. So that being said, ASharpp finding a bigger accuracy drop despite holding on to the combo, not going to matter in terms of the score difference. Is going to make things very close for the moment. It was so early on that might not actually make a difference in the grand scheme of things, but we're already going into the second quarter of the map, and that one is going to make a difference here.
Alright, yeah, Shoira finding their second drop here. Now it's definitely going to make a difference, as we see the lead definitely sliding over to ASharpp.
Yeah, took a bit of an accuracy drop as well, and that is going to be another drop coming in here for Shoira, going to help solidify.
Multiple misses from Shoira now.
Yeah,
ASharpp, all the while finding themselves to be a lot more comfortable in this half point in the match, or the pick.
Yeah, back half still to come. I love these little break sections whenever the players start to basically ghost tap on their keyboard to keep themselves focused, and we already see this lead ballooning to about 25,000 points and change as Shoira tries to get back up over that 400 combo cap. It was a flurry of misses in that middle third that really started doing the damage here, and it looks like, what is that, 38,000.
Yeah, oh,
And okay.
Alright.
Yeah, that sudden SV teleport that client showed us just now, definitely not part of the map, but it looks like that is an organic miss from ASharpp as we try to get everything back in sync here. Last quarter of the map, and this lead has shrunk massively. What happened there?
I'm not sure, especially with this accuracy Oh, never mind, it's back. That was weird.
Gotta love Banjo sometimes. Client held up by bandages and paper clips, and as this map comes to a close, it looks like ASharpp is actually going to hold on for the full combo here and take the first breakpoint in the match and make it 2-0 now.
Yeah, great score there. We'll see what his next pick will be as he closes out that breakpoint. Has a pretty commanding lead already.
Ooh, and it's going to be Bug coming out here. Starting to gain some popularity these last couple of matches. Has been a frequent target of bans from varying players. But 2 for 2 now in seeing it. So definitely a bit of a... gaining a little bit of popularity here.
Yeah, we'll see how either player handles the patterns here in this technical pick.
Yeah, a lot of mini jacks can throw you off. A lot of choke points outside of that as well. So definitely going to be a real test of the comfort levels of both of these players. Alright, so diving on into it, strong starts from both players here. You imagine they're going to start taking a little bit of damage as this map progresses, but right now, Shoira holding on to the accuracy lead as it stands.
We'll see if this can be extended a little bit through the next few sections. But again, the map just started. You can see how it transforms here in a bit.
Yeah, every 200 and every rush of 300s very early on swing the accuracy wildly, and right now it looks like they're starting to settle in just a little bit, falling down into the dynamic 7s. Both players are, and ASharpp, based off their consistency so far, going to be able to take the lead as Shoira finds a couple of 200 in this section going into the second third of the map.
Yeah, ASharpp already with a pretty large accuracy advantage, I would say, but no drops from either player. They're both from staying consistent.
Yeah, I think in the grand scheme of this match so far, 2-10s can definitely be considered quite a bit of a lead with how close these two have been so far. Back half of the match still to come. Definitely quite a couple of tripping points left to contend with.
Yeah, very easy to miss on these types of patterns. As I say that, wow.
And honestly, that was honestly one of the calmer patterns in that section. Shoira finding a slider break that's going to help extend this lead for ASharpp. They already had it, but there's a little bit more of a cushion to work with. As we make our way into the last quarter of the map, it is still at 2/10 margin, but now a miss to boot in favor of ASharpp as they look to try and close out this third point here.
Yeah, it looks like there might be some more things happening as we get into this last quarter of the map.
Never friend of the consistency from ASharpp really pulling them through over the line for the moment is still that 2/10 buffer that these two find themselves at, and it looks like as this map draws to a close, it is going to be 3 in a row for ASharpp to kick this match off.
Yeah, definitely no drops there at the end or the whole map in general. 16 200s there. Very respectable score.
Yeah, the same can go for Shoira, finding just that those couple of breaks early on. And it's gonna be,
Definitely. Yeah. We'll see how Shoira responds to that with their own pick.
yeah, definitely a moment to consider maybe diving into the protect, but it's not going to be the case. It's gonna be wildcard 2 coming out, part 2.
Part 2, yeah, we're seeing a few of these maps already.
Yeah, so not touching the coordination picks yet so far. We've seen everything else, at least one map of pick number 4 locked in. Opportunity for Shoira to notch a point on the board. Opportunity for ASharpp to really push their advantage here and potentially force a match point situation with their protect still in the back pocket.
Yeah, we're moving into the start of this map here.
And once again, we're starting to see the usual trend in this match so far. ASharpp pulling away in terms of accuracy. Shoira doing everything that they can to try and keep their head above water, but for right now, it is a difficult task for them.
Okay, definitely already a quarter of the way into this map. ASharpp definitely finding themselves with a more comfortable position accuracy-wise.
Yeah, and as we dive deeper and deeper, you can imagine they're gonna keep themselves at around this range. A couple of 200s could sway the tide one way or the other, but as it stands, ASharpp still holding on to the lead here. About a 10th now. It's a bit of a finer margin, not as much of a cushion to rely on, especially as we make our way into the back half of the map. Anything can still happen here.
Yeah, no drop from either player, but yeah, both players staying just consistent as always, and we'll see if Shoira can pick up their accuracy, or maybe if ASharpp drops. It's anyone's game still.
Yeah, I think at this point we'll need to rely on a break from ASharpp to bring Shoira back into the equation as we make our way into the last third. Still keeping them at bay. A couple of 200s coming out from Shoira, releasing very early on. He starts to see some late releases as well. Definitely trying to keep that combo going. If they can hold on to the FC here, can definitely capitalize. And there it is, the ASharpp miss coming through here. Last quarter of the map. It doesn't immediately trend to the left, but it now does as ASharpp tries to climb back up over that 400 combo cap. And with only a sliver of map left to go, Shoira needs to hold on if they want to try and take this point back.
Yeah, this is going to go down to the wire here. Score difference is already flickering. It's going between either player.
Oh my goodness, and ASharpp, are they going to be able to do it despite the slider break here and take it back? The accuracy discrepancy between these two players. Shoira needs to not drop any more 200s. Oh, and there's going to be the slider break. It's not going to be enough as ASharpp looked a little dicey there, but able to pull through. Oh, that's a bit of a backbreaker there.
Yeah, that is just unfortunate there at the very end. But we will see ASharpp taking their 4th point.
Yeah, and you imagine the protect might be coming out before too long. This could potentially be ASharpp's last pick if they are able to take a final breakpoint here, so... Oh, but not yet. It's going to be Reverence Flower coming out here. Still staying on the lower half of the map pool. It's going to be Density 1 coming out now.
ASharpp definitely... I don't exactly know what pattern ASharpp is following here. But we will most likely see their protect if Shoira is able to take their own point. Next pick.
Yeah, it could be one of those, like, I just like the song reasoning. So now loaded into this 5th map of this best of 11. ASharpp 4 to the good for the moment. Shoira looking to try and notch their first point on the board. There's going to be another density pick coming out.
Yeah, nothing too serious at the start of this map here.
Yeah,
And once again, ASharpp finding themselves with a pretty big accuracy advantage.
Yeah, just looking incredibly comfortable on these more standardized streams, dare I say. A lot of 1/4, not a lot of trivial release timings, just able to kind of lock in and let go. And it looks like probably the widest margin we've seen so far being about 3/10. Does take a bit of rush of the 300. It's going to damage our accuracy just a little bit here, but still able to stay ahead of Shoira for the moment. Going into the back half of the map, it is, stop me if you heard this one before, it is going to be ASharpp in the lead for the moment. Definitely not infallible though. We did see a couple of breaks coming out from ASharpp in that last map. See if Shoira can catch a bit of a lucky break once again and maybe capitalize on it this time.
Yeah, just here in the second half of the map, and we'll see if either player here will stay consistent.
It's looking like it for the moment. Both players holding firm as we get into the last key eye section, last quarter of the map to go. Both players still holding on to their full combos, but this lead has expanded in favor of ASharpp. Shoira finding a bit of difficulty, and a drop there is probably going to be the nail in the coffin for the moment. Last 8th of the map left to go, and they need to get back up with that 400 combo cap and fast, but they aren't going to be able to do it, and that was probably going to be the fatal blow that is going to decide this map, and ASharpp is going to be able to make it a match point situation should they be able to hold on throughout this ending.
Yeah, very unfortunate there from Shoira. Just those breaks there at the very last part of the map are usually not going to be very salvageable.
For sure, and it is going to be match point for ASharpp now 5-0. The good thing for sure it is their pick, so if anything, try and find it deep within themselves to pull out the comeback of all comebacks to try and force a tiebreaker situation.
We will see if it'll happen. I believe it will happen. I think Shoira will take definitely all these points.
I mean, stranger things have happened. It is not over until that 6th point gets decided. So the wildcards and density picks haven't worked out. Maybe want to rule out the tech picks as well. Do you chance going up against ASharpp's accuracy on the coordination picks, or do you go for your tech? No, it's not going to be the case. It's going to be Labyrinth coming out here.
Yep, tech 3.
Very interesting pick, but with a map as abrasive as this one, can definitely vary the performances greatly depending on your nerve control. There's definitely a lot of things that can go wrong on a pick like this, and hopefully things don't go wrong for Shoira. Their tournament life depends on it.
Yeah, everything is on the line right now on this last pick here.
starts for both players.
Yep, both players staying pretty consistent. No drops really.
Yeah, both of them up above that 99.7 range. And as the patterns start to get more layered, more awkward, a lot more grace notes making their appearances here. It's going to be Shoira taking a little bit of damage, but holding on to their combo. A lot of 200s in that inverse section, but still able to hold on. And I mean, ASharpp doing their fair share of taking damage, but Shoira is going to find the first break and another one to boot, and that is going to hand the lead over to ASharpp as they traded back here.
ASharpp definitely finds themselves on top of the accuracy here. Shoira with the 99%.
Yeah, those trades favor ASharpp for the moment, but definitely a bit of a fair warning that this pick isn't safe. You're not out of the woods just yet, and you start to wonder if now ASharpp has found that slider break. They're starting to wonder if Shoira is still holding on to their full combo on the other end.
Shoira is actually climbing back up very nicely with their accuracy, 99.2. We'll see if they can bring it back here against ASharpp's 99.5.
Yeah, the recovery run going very well for Shoira for the moment. But as it stands, last quarter of the map left to go. Both players well above that 400 combo cap, getting full credit for their judgments here. It is 0.3% the difference. You're going to take a couple of drops from ASharpp to maybe swing this back in favor of Shoira. Not much further to do. Outside of holding on to the combo, not going to be able to do it. However, as this map comes to an end, the window of opportunity is closing. And unless we see a collapse from ASharpp, it is going to be the sweep completed, and ASharpp takes the match 6-0.
A very clean performance from ASharpp here.
Yeah, finding the 2 slider breaks in the first half of the map. And that will do it for this match. Congratulations to ASharpp for moving on. Not out of the woods just yet. They have a second match coming up later this weekend as we pull up the bracket here. And they're going to be going up against Gaysol here to try and make it to the semifinals. An unenviable task and a bit of a rematch from the World Cup.
And the following match will be, it looks like Lami versus Ontabakasi at 12 UTC.
And then just before that, we're going to have Grow Roasted going up against Flying Samira at 9 UTC. So going to be very interesting to see how those matches play out. Those are the conditional matches to make it into the semifinals. So officially in the back half of the week, and we're going to start seeing players punch their ticket into the semifinals. And well, Dylan, unless you have anything else left to say.
Yeah, I think that should wrap it up here.
Yep, for sure. So for now, signing off for Saturday. We'll see you guys in Sunday at 9 UTC. Take care, y'all.